YouTube, what's going on, my hoops coverage family? As y'all can see, man, we back. We back with another video, man. As y'all can see, we dropping consistent videos every day, every single day. We dropping videos, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned to the channel. To the channel. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if y'all new, man. This is where it's at, where we cover everything. We cover everything hoops. You feel me? YouTube hoops, NCAA. NBA, of course, we cover news, all that. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Um, Crazy news, man. Cade Cunningham is out with a collapsed lung. I know when I heard collapsed lung, I was like, damn, like he about to be out for a while. I thought maybe he'd be out for like damn near a month, but they say he'll be out 2 weeks. Um, could be extended to another week, but you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. You feel me? They're already out with Isaiah Stewart. He's already out. You feel me? Um, I don't know. I really don't know what this means for the Pistons. I don't know. I really don't know, bro. I really don't know what this gonna mean. I don't know if they're gonna plummet without him, but I definitely know they're gonna lose a couple games. Definitely know they're gonna lose a couple games. I don't think that this injury takes away from Cade all NBA season. I definitely think he still deserves to be all NBA. But it's crazy, bro, that happened to him on that play. I'm not gonna lie. I pray for a speedy recovery for him, and I hope that they don't try to rush him back too quick, and he gets everything back right. Let's go to their schedule, man. Um, they last games. They got Washington, Golden State, LA, the Lakers, Hawks, who are on fire right now. You got New Orleans trying to fight for a playoff spot. You got Minnesota, tough team. You got the Lakers who on the road. You got Golden State who trying to stay in the play in. You got Oklahoma City, number two seed. I think they number one seed in the Western Conference. You got Toronto, hot playoff team right now. Minnesota again. You got Philly again, another playoff team. You got Orlando again, another playoff team. Milwaukee, playing team. You got Charlotte, who's figuring it out right now, who's having a late run. It's just gonna be hard not to have your point guard, your true point guard, your offensive runner, your first option on your team. It's gonna be very hard. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's gonna be very hard to win games without your all NBA All Star talent. You know what I'm saying? Um, so with that being said, they lose a good bit of games, they can fall, man. So I really want to see like I really want to see like the standings. So yeah, so they sit in number one, and it's a possibility they can fall for four. It's a possibility they can fall four. The I would say four, like four the latest maybe, but I don't know though, man. It just it's a possibility they can fall for at the latest, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time Detroit has had a season like this in years since the Bad Boys. So you know what I'm saying? Uh, I don't know, brother. I don't know. It's just tough. It's tough, man. I don't think they'll fall no later than four, to be honest. If they even go on a losing streak, I don't think they'll fall no later than four. I don't think they're that bad to fall no later than four, to be honest. But you never know. They might stand first. They got 4 games ahead of Boston. They got 6 of the Knicks. They got you know what I'm saying? They got 6 in front of the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? They got 8 in front of the Cavaliers. So you know what I'm saying? It's been a good streak, man. But let's see what First Take had to say about the injury, man. So let's get to it.
In the NBA, what more can you tell us?
Courtney, sources tell me that Detroit Pistons star Cade Cunningham has been diagnosed with a collapsed lung. He's expected to miss an extended period of time for the Pistons, and there is some optimism internally within the Pistons that he's going to be able to come back for the playoffs, but still not sure about next steps. Cade Cunningham, the Pistons medical staff, they still have to continue to evaluate him, figure out next steps, treatment plans for him. And the one thing I did find out in the last few minutes, doctors do believe it's a mild case, so they're going to continue here to figure out how soon or how much time he could miss. CJ McCollum has had a collapsed lung on 2 different occasions. He missed 3 weeks once, 6 weeks another time. So it's going to be at least a period of weeks here. But this is someone that obviously has led.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I remember when CJ McCollum collapsed his lung. And I knew, like, even though it's a mild case, you really don't want to rush that. So he might miss depending on, of course, you know, you got the playing games and stuff like that. So depending on when, like, you know, they actually play in their seed is the chance to determine, like, when he exactly come back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that he come back quick. I'm hoping that he don't rush into it because you definitely don't want it to collapse again. So
the Pistons to the number 1 seed, the 3.5 game lead they have on the Boston Celtics right now. He's one of the highest usage rating players in the NBA. So this guy that's emerged as a superstar player. Now the Pistons face potentially being without him for a significant period of time here.
Well, first of all, first things first, wishing him nothing but the best in a full and healthy recovery. That's the priority right now. Obviously, anytime you hear something like that, it scares the living hell out of you. Making sure you're right. You're thinking about a collapsed lung. You're of the mindset. What happened? What kind of collision took place? What kind of impact took place that actually, caused that to happen? And then you saw some of the highlights and you see how it could have easily happened. So, thank God it's not something more serious than that. But obviously, that's unfortunate. But
how do you
worse? So we're happy about that, and we're happy that he's projected to be back. Having said all of that, getting strictly to basketball, I definitely think this compromises the Pistons. They're not a team that's perceived as having a bona fide, a viable secondary scoring option. He is the offense. Everything goes through him. Other people are going to have to step up, no doubt about that. You don't expect them to fall off a cliff, but the Boston Celtics are ascending. The Boston Celtics are coming. The New York Knicks are still in the mix. And obviously, this is something that could potentially cost them the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Is it that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things? One could argue not so fast.
I understand they're 5-2 without him, but the rest of their schedule is literally tough playoff teams. They're like top, like a couple of them are top 3 in their conference, top 4. Like y'all just seen Toronto's top 5. Y'all know the Lakers are 3 seed. I think the Wolves are 5 seed. I think Philly is 6, maybe. So.
Because if he eventually comes back, they could still do some things, even though they play a second-round series and they probably be the road team instead of the home team. Who knows? But it's one of those situations where, let's be very, very clear, the Detroit Pistons and all of its championship aspirations, it goes nowhere without this man. This man isn't back, ready to play, healthy enough and ready to go. The Detroit Pistons' chances of winning the championship go right out the window with him. We don't anticipate that'll happen. Thank the good Lord that he's going to be okay. And eventually, whether it's 3 to 6 weeks or sooner, he'll be back. But in the end, Detroit's success rides with this man. He is that superstar. He is that dude on their squad. And they need him if they're going to ascend to a championship level. Let's get that out the way right now.
Yeah, so this as someone who's had a rib injury, this it's extremely painful. You saw the play here. Trey Johnson accidentally knees him in the side. It's a freak injury. Typically with the collapsed lung, like you can't even travel for a while. I remember about 15 years ago, Gerald Wallace with the Bobcats had a collapsed lung after a flagrant foul by Andrew Bynum in Los Angeles, and the way he got back to Charlotte was by bus. He took 3 days to travel across the country because you can't fly for a while. So that's one thing. The other thing you have to wonder is how serious was a rib injury here, because sometimes collapsed lungs are caused by rib damage, sometimes they're not. So there's the dynamics of that for sure. The Pistons do have a 4-game lead in the loss column on the Celtics. That's a decent cushion for 14 games left. They have had some success without him this year. I'm not as worried about them with the seeding. I would believe they could hold them off. But Stephen A., you're of course right. The truth is, this man is an MVP candidate. You are not going to survive long in a playoff series if not only he's not back, but is not back and playing at a high level. And we're just not going to know probably right now what his situation is. But this is why, you can't take anything for granted in March and April and May in the NBA. There's always these variables. And one piece of business, this seems trivial, but I should just point it out because it does affect people care about. Cade has played 60 games. He would need to get to 65 to reach any sort of award situations. Yes. Not sure that's going to happen. So that's not going to happen also as well.
Damn, that's lame,
44
bro.
and 17 with him this season, Shams.
That's lame. I hate that they doing that to him, bro. Like, I hate that, bro. He like 5 games away, bro. I would still give it to him. I'm sorry, bro. I would have to just. That's lame as hell, game. That's so lame.
Without Cade Cunningham, do we have any clarity on how and when this might have happened?
So, it could be as innocuous as that play that we saw where he dove and he was clearly hit. So, I'm not exactly sure when it happened. It could have easily happened here, like Stephen A. said. These are moments.
He left the game after this play. Yeah. I would, we don't know for sure, but that was.
So did his knee hit him?
That's
what I'm trying to figure out. Like, did he get like knee?
These are moments.
Like right here. I'm thinking maybe Trey Johnson like need him right there. Maybe.
He left the game after this play. Yeah. I would, we don't know for sure, but that was very. And most likely that's the play.
With back spasms, and this is certainly something Brian said he had this. This is something that does impact a lot of the upper body. So certainly the back is a part of that. The Pistons are still doing tests on it, seeing what else is there. What they know right now, collapsed lung. Doctors believe it's a mild case, and that's what they're operating on. And so they're optimistic that he's going to be able to have treatment and a plan here in place for him to be back in the playoffs. But again, there is a lot of uncertainty still here moving forward. So wish him the best in his rehab.
Hey, man, that's the update on Cade injury, man. I pray that he bounced back quick and he's able to get back with his team when playoff time come, man. Just let me know what y'all think about the Pistons playoff chances right now. Let me know what y'all think about Cade injury, man. And it's your boy Tay from Hoops Coverage, and I'm gone.